What's going on, guys? TTO here. Today I'm going to be going over my top 4. I'm actually going to give you guys 4 free picks today after the atrocious day yesterday. We were on a 7-0 run up until yesterday, and we went 1-2 yesterday. So now, we're still on an 8-2 run. That still is great, but definitely a bad day yesterday. So let's bounce back today. I'm going to give you guys 4 props again. And hopefully we can go 4-0 today. I'm absolutely loving all 4 of these. Before we do get started, I do appreciate all of you. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. We're over 17,000 now. Trying to push for 25,000 in the next 2 or 3 months. So I do appreciate every subscriber. And make sure to leave a comment, guys. If you're going to tell any of these picks, if you have any picks that you're thinking about taking and you don't know whether you should take it, feel free to ask about it. Anything like that. I'm all ears. So I also want to apologize if I sound a little bit funny. If you've been watching the past few videos, you know I'm sick. I've been sick for 2 or 3 days now, not feeling the greatest, just trying to get some rest while also obviously making sure I'm getting these League of Legends, NBA, and today NFL as well, picks out. So I do appreciate all of you. Let's bounce back today. Let's go 4-0. The recap for yesterday, I'm not going to go in-depth, guys. Prince just did nothing. That was one of my top plays of the day. He did absolutely nothing. He was literally just running laps. So that's my fault. I think they went to double overtime. That's the game that went double overtime, right? I'm pretty sure they went double overtime. Prince just ran laps, bro. Doesn't matter. That one was an L. And then Joval did cash his 11.5 points. He had 7 at half. Ended up cashing with ease for there. And then McCollum had, I think, 5 or 6 RA at half too. He had a great pace and just didn't cover his 8.5 by the end of the game, unfortunately. But feeling confident tonight. We're going to continue trusting the process, guys. Let's go 4-0 today, like I said. And if you guys are interested in VIP, I do post my exact slips. We have a lot of League of Legends today. Some of it's already started, but there's also a lot of slips. I probably have about $800, around 8 units on the afternoon games as well. Maybe even like 10 units on the afternoon games themselves. It's $20 a month. You get my Prizepicks, UnderDog, Sleeper, Chalkboard. Everything I play, you get. That's including sportsbook bets. We take money lines, spreads, things like that. I do VIP giveaways, VIP watch parties, the whole 9 yards. Definitely recommend it. And if you want a free week of VIP, sign up to Chalkboard, Sleeper, or UnderDog. Use code TTL. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100 on each one. And you get a free week of VIP for each one you sign up to. Up to 2 months if you sign up to all of my partners in the Discord. So join the Discord. The link is in the pinned comment, and go to the sign up bonus section, and you'll see all that stuff. But let's get into the picks today, guys. I do appreciate all the love and support lately. I know yesterday was a bad day, but let's get that bounce back. We're going to be using Outlier.bet and DG Fantasy for our research. DG Fantasy did help me find a really good prop today. Outlier just shows the stats. You get a free week using my link in the description. And DG Fantasy, you get 25% off your first month using code LIMIT. So just use code LIMIT. You'll get 25% off. And the prop that it really helped me see was this Vince Williams over 13.5 points. So let's take a look on Prizepicks. We can see he's still on the board at 13.5 points. We can see this. They're giving this a 54.35% odds to hit. And Pinnacle has this at 14.5. Every single sports book has this at 14.5 today. Prizepicks is the only website that has this at 13.5. Sorry, that's me watching my League of Legends. Gotta watch those bets, boys. Gotta watch those props and those bets. But when we take a look at Outlier, we type in Vince Williams, and we can see over 13.5. This is minus 145 odds. Now, he has only hit this in 7 of 35 games this year. 7 of 35. Now, when we take a look at his minutes, some of these, he's only playing 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Recently, without Desmond Bane, Even with just without Bane, he's went over in 5 of 8 games now, 63%. Then we take out Marcus Smart, and we take out Luke Kennard has been out. He's out today. He got 25 points in the last game without Bane and Luke Kennard. 25 points. He's playing 30 minutes per game. Even with Kennard in, he's playing 33 minutes. So we'll say, in general, let's say if he's played more than 30 minutes. Now he's cashed in 45% of games this year that he's played 30 minutes or more. He's shooting around 9 field goals per game. And we can take a look without Bane and without Smart. I'm pretty sure that's still accurate. Shooting around 10, actually. 10 field goal attempts per game. Now, I will say most of these are three-pointers. He's also getting 5 free throw attempts per game, which is lovely. In away games, he's cashed this in 2 out of 3 games in away games where he's played 30 minutes or more without Bane or Smart. Again, shooting around 10 field goal attempts. 5 or 6 of those were three-pointers. Now, I will say the Grizzlies are 9-point underdogs. Vince Williams may actually be the type of player that may actually get bonus run in the case of a blowout. So I'm really liking this. The Pacers' points defense is absolutely god-awful. They're 28th in the league, bottom of the barrel for points allowed per game. Versus shooting guard, they do have a little bit of an increase to 20th in the league, but still bottom 10 team, just pretty much still bottom of the barrel for points allowed per game. So let's lock in this Vince Williams Jr. over 13.5 points. Let's lock it in with confidence. And you can pair him with any of these other 3 plays. Our second play of the day is going to be Isaiah Stewart over 9.5 points. We can see this is minus 120 on FanDuel, minus 120 on DraftKings, around minus 120 everywhere. Over his last 10, he's cashed in 7 of 10, with 6 of these being in a row as well. In 2023, he's cashed this in 68% of games, 23 of 34. The main thing that scares me is you can see the Pistons are 13.5-point underdogs. So there is a chance that this is going to be a giant blowout and that Isaiah Stewart won't get run. He has exceeded this in 5 straight games at home, which we love to see. At home this season, he's cashed in 70% of games as well, 14 of 20. And the OKC are 13th in the league for points allowed versus centers. That actually increases to 17th in the league. So they're in the bottom half of teams versus centers. I personally really like this. In the head-to-head matchup, we only have 1 game from this season, 1 game from last season. Last season, he got 11. This season, he got 12 points versus OKC. I'm loving this. Again, he's cashed in 6 straight games, 5 straight games at home. This game's at home. He's shooting around 8-9 field goal attempts per game, and he's getting some free throw attempts as well. Let's lock it in with confidence, guys. Isaiah Stewart over 9.5 points. Our third play of the day is going to be Siakam, and I absolutely love this pick. This is the pick that I'm on that I do think will be bumped by the time games do begin. But we're taking him under 7.5 rebounds. So let's take a look at Siakam on here. Under 7.5 rebounds, we can see it's minus 130 to minus 135 on all the sports books. Over the last 10, he's went under in 8 out of 10. And in 2023, he's went under this number in 32 of 44 games, 73%. At home, 68%, 15 of 22 games. The Pacers are also 9-point favorites. And again, like I mentioned with Vince Williams, this may be a blowout. So definitely liking this under. We can also see the outlier insights. Pascal Siakam has failed to exceed 7.5 rebounds in 13 of his last 15 games, which is just absurd. We can see the Grizzlies rebounds defense 27th in the league for rebounds allowed. So they are pretty much bottom of the barrel for rebounds allowed. Versus power forwards, that increases a ton. They are 7th in the league for least amount of rebounds allowed to power forwards. I am loving this spot for them versus Siakam today. I'm loving this Siakam under 7.5 rebounds. Let's lock it in. And then our fourth and our final play of the day is going to be Devin Booker. And we're going to take under 11.5 rebounds and assists. So let's take a look. Devin Booker under 11.5 rebounds and assists. This is minus 105 on DraftKings, which if you can get this for minus 105 odds, take this as a solo play. If you're on a sports book where you can take this, just take the prop by itself. Otherwise, it's minus 120 to minus 130 on every other sports book. Last 10, he's cast this in 7 out of 10. 2023, he's cast this in 19 of 36, 53%. We can take a look. Orlando's rebounds and assist defense is absurd. First in the league for least amount of assists. Fourth in the league for least amount of rebounds. Versus shooting guards, it is a little bit worse. Fourth in assist, 13th in rebounds allowed. And we can take a look at away games. Booker's went under this in 19 of 36 total games this year. 10 of 16 away games this year he's went under. And we can see the outlier insight. 8 out of his last 9 games on the road, he has went under this. And we can see this is true. Some of these games versus pretty bad teams as well. So versus Orlando, the Magic, again, have a pretty great defense overall, all around. So I'm really liking the Devin Booker under 11.5 rebounds and assists. There's no really injury news that affects him that much. So I wouldn't really look at any of that. In the head-to-head matchup, he's went under in the one game they played this year. He got 9 RA. So I'm loving this. Let's lock it in with confidence. Devin Booker under 11.5 RA. Some projections have been removed since you selected him. So it looks like Isaiah Stewart just got taken off the board. He's probably going to bump up to 10. Still take it at 10. Do not take it at 10.5. Same with Vince Williams. I think he's going to get bumped. Take him at 14, not 14.5. Siakam, take him at 7, not 6.5. Booker, take him at 11, not 10.5. So anything that gets bumped, those are the bumps that I would take it up to. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me get this video out as fast as possible so that you're able to get these in before too many of them get taken off the board or bumped. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video.